Welcome to Julie the Thrifty Designer. I am going to show you how I have decorated a little end table in my living room for Valentine's. So stay tuned and see how we are going to do it. Let's start with a blank canvas. I'm going to start with what I'm using as a table. Let's just lift these up and I'm going to let you see. Guess what they are? They're just bins. And there are some bins of things that I may want to use off and on throughout my decorating throughout the year. The bottom bin actually is holding my chargers. And this one's just got some oil lamps, and I wanted those accessible. So if we had any kind of a power outage, we could quickly grab it, fill it with some oil, and have light. So in this uncertain days, who knows if you might need it. So I have just decided to keep them up here instead of hauling them down to the basement. The bottom box is really heavy. And this one's not so heavy, but it's a handy thing. So because the top right here is dipped in, I just simply put a tile right there, just so I have it a little more secure. Then I have just taken a simple tablecloth. And sorry, I'm at the wrong angle at the moment here of showing how nice. But I've just letting that tablecloth kind of drape and creating a pretty table sitting next to this chair. And above it, I have my old world Tuscan type of feel. Now this is going to be a mixture of Tuscan, English cottage, and Valentine's. So let's see and continue. Next, what I have done here is I have this old chippy looking urn vase. This goes old world. It'll go French country, it'll go English country, cottage. It just is the perfect piece for all of those different themes. And you can just use it and pull it together. And above it, I just simply am using twigs from the yard that are different shaped and interesting. Those are free. You know, with the winter kill off and the winds that blow, there's always twigs that have fallen off of a branch. And that's what these actually are, is just broken off branches. In fact, I used them at Christmas time in the window in the bathroom. And I thought, well, let's use them here. And then I just simply put a cute little birdhouse, which is kind of gives it that little English cottage feel. And I just think it's just as sweet as can be. Doesn't that add really something special right there? Just that alone makes a old world statement that is charming, I believe. Next to that, I have now added an old world style vase with just a stand to lift it up and give it a little more character. Just some of the, this is like some boxwood that came from the Walmart, and they have these that has those yellow flowers, and these are more of those boxwood looking things that have the flowers and all that came from my clearance at Michael's. And then the pink roses here are from the Dollar Tree, and I just simply stuck them down in the vase and just intermixed them together. There's about 7 or 8 plants in there of those, and I just put them in there. And they were all on sale and clearance, so it really is about $8. And the vase I got from the thrift store a number of years ago. Same with that vase I got from the thrift store a number of years ago. And so far, I think I paid like $1, $1.50 for the small vase with the flowers are in. And the urn, I think I got it on clearance for like $2.50. Then underneath it, I did just add some books, which in my case, I used Bibles. You know, they're there. They make a beautiful statement and a presence, and they're really beautiful. And I love seeing God's Word sitting there. You just move the vase real easy, and you can pick up a Bible and read it at any times if you want to. And yet, I have plenty of other Bibles that these ones I actually use as a lift, but it brings in that spot of black that I actually like. I think this is really looking charming. Next, I have added in this sweet little cup and saucer that I got from the thrift store. It was marked $2.99 and I got them on sale half price. So I left the price there to show you. So, you know, for $1.50, isn't that the prettiest little cup and saucer? That brings in my English cottage. But if you remember my Valentine's tablescape that I had done, it also brings in all of those beautiful cabbage rose flowers that I used. Next, I have just added some simple from the Dollar Tree, these little rose picks. Aren't those just beautiful? And some greenery that's left over actually from Christmas. And I just stuck it in there for a spot of color. I'm sorry I'm winded. I just went upstairs and came down and I'm winded. Anyway, there could be a very beautiful, just the way it's going to look all the time. But let's give it a splash of Valentine's. All right, there's my splash of Valentine's. It says Happy Valentine's Day and it looks like a card envelope. Got that at the thrift store for 99 cents. Had to get it. And it just gives this cute little arrangement, that little touch of Valentine's. And it's not all that cartoony fun stuff, but very elegant, old world, English cottage with the hint of Tuscan with the stuff that's around and behind it. And it all pulls that look together very charmingly. I hope you like it. Hope this has inspired you all to look around and see how you can make an end table if you need one out of some bins that you're going to store stuff anyway, and just make it look simple. And then Dollar Tree, thrift store items, inexpensive. I mean, what did I spend? Maybe $10 to do that whole look. I mean, and it has such a pretty feel to it in the room. I think it just adds that touch of spring getting ready to come and Valentine's. So you all find out what you can use in your home. Look around, shop your home first, see what you have. Then start creating. And if you don't have stuff that really works for this type of look, thrift stores are probably in your area. And things like this are there usually, most of the time, on the order of this anyway, for really next to nothing. So, for around $10, you can make a side table look very inviting. So thank you guys for watching. You all take care and God bless and happy decorating and happy Valentine's.